Good morning, students. Today we will study Standard 7th, chapter number 17, that is Forest, our lifeline. As in previous lecture, we had studied about the types of trees and animals are present in the forest and how the floor of forest is covered with different types of materials. And let's start with today's lecture, and that is the visit to a forest is continuing. That is, here the children saw the cloud formation in the sky. So it refers to the water cycle. In previous classes we had studied already about the water cycle in class 6. Trees take in water from their roots and release water vapor into air through evaporation. So evaporation is a phenomena in which the loss of water is take place. So here there is evaporation. So if there were fewer trees, how will the water cycle be effective? It means the water cycle purely depends upon trees. So the forest is not a home for the plants and animals. Many peoples also live in the forest. So some of them belong to different tribes. So we can say that people depend on the forest. So plants and animals are not only the one who depend on forest, people also depend on forest. The forest provide them food, shelter, water and medicine. So they have traditional knowledge about any medicinal plants in the forest. So the people who are having the different living in the forest have all the knowledge about the medicinal plants. So while Bhujo was drinking water for a small stream, he saw some deer crossing the stream. When he was there, so he saw the deers crossing them. So after their bushes disappear, the dense bushes and tall grass provide animal with the food and shelter. So dense bushes and tall grass provide the food and shelter to animals. So they also protect them from carnivorous animals in the forest. So Tibu then started looking closely to the forest floor. Soon he called. Soon he called the show the children dropping some animals. So soon he called and show the children dropping some animals and explain the difference between various types of dropping. So here we will see the difference in various type of dropping. uh, Forest officer could recognize the presence of some animals in the forest by their droppings and footprints. So what they throw or their footprints give the knowledge about the certain animals. So Bujo called and showed them the decaying heap of animal dropping. So what they see? They see the decaying heap of animal dropping. Several beetles, grubs were feeding on the heap and bunch of seedling was sprouting. These seedling are the herbs and shrub. You can see the deers in the forest and here you can see the sapling in the wall. So animal also disperse the seed of certain plants and animal and help the forest to grow and regenerate. So dispersal of seed can also be done with the help of animals. The decaying animal dung also provide nutrients to the seedling to grow. So the decaying animals is also the food for the plants. So they all noted down this in notebook. By harboring greater variety of plant, the forest provide greater opportunity for food and habitat for the herbivorous animals. So it gives the food and habitat. So larger number of herbivores means increase in the availability of the food for variety of animals. So here you can see, so wide variety of animal help the forest to regenerate and grow. So mainly there is variety of animal should be there. So decomposer help in maintaining the supply of nutrients to the growing plant. Therefore forest is a dynamic living entity. It means full of life and vitality. So here shown that forest is the dynamic living entity, which means it provide food to the animal, plants and peoples. So it was about afternoon and the children wanted to go back. So Tibu suggested another route for going back. When they were going back, it started raining. So raindrops were not hitting the forest floor directly. Why it is not hitting the floor? Because the uppermost layer of the forest canopy intercept the flow of raindrops, and most of the water was coming down through the branches and the stem of trees. So as you see here in the diagram, when the rain drops are falling, then the raindrops are closed canopy and many layer of vegetation slow down the speed of raindrops. So in this way, the covered ground decaying material acted like a sponge. So the root system helps the water to seep down in the ground. So you can see here is a water table, and the raindrops are not directly falling on the floor of the forest. So from the leaves it was dripping slowly over the branches of the shrubs and herbs. They found that the ground was still dry. So after half an hour of the rain, when the rain stopped, the ground was the still dry. So why it is dry? Because So why it is dry? Because this all the raindrops are falling uh, on the canopy. So the layer of dead leaves of the forest floor appeared wet, but water did not stagnate in the forest. Why it is not stagnate? Because all the water are seeped down in the ground. So if there is rain heavily, then the trees and the forest protect them. The forest also acts as a natural absorber of the rainwater and allow it to seep. So it also help to maintain the water table throughout the year. Forests not only help in controlling the floods but also maintain the flow of the water stream. So here there is, on the other hand, if trees were not present, rain hits directly on the ground, and it may become floody area. So that heavy rain also damage the soil. So the roots of tree normally bind the soil together, but in their absence, the soil is washed away or eroded. The children spent an hour. So here in this paragraph, we have noted about the different types of the uses of the forest, as they prevent floods and help in the maintaining the water table. So the children spent an hour at Tibu's village. The weather of the village was quite pleasant. So forest received good rainfall. The air also remained cool. Noise pollution is less because of the forest absorb the noise. So they learn about the history of the village. They surprised that the village and the agricultural feed of that area was created after clearing the forest about 60 years ago. So they cleared the forest, then the society made. So after 60 years ago. The village was not as large as it was now. It was surrounded by forest. So mainly the construction of road, building, industrial development, increasing demand of wood create pressure on the forest and started vanishing. So they were not happy after knowing that disappearing due to overgrazing of animals and discriminating felling of trees. So we could preserve forest and environment as it will be helpful in development. So they sum up the importance of forest. Children tell that here you note about the importance in this paragraph. You will be come to know about the importance of forest. So forest provide us with oxygen. They protect soil, provide habitats, a large number of animals. Forests help in bringing good rainfall. They are a source of medicinal plant, timber, and many other useful things. So we should prefer to preserve our forest. So here you can see there is a lot of trees and the pollution is less. But if the trees are less, pollution is more. In the first figure, you say if forests disappear, the amount of carbon dioxide increase and resulting in increase in Earth's temperature. In the absence of tree, the plants, the animal will not get food and shelter. In the absence of trees, the soil will not hold water, which will cause flood. Deforestation will endanger our life and environment, and think what we can to do preserve our forest. Here are the different figures, that figure 1 explained by the first point, and figure 2 is explained by the second point, figure 3 that showing the floods, and figure 4 is the uh, in danger of our life. So from this we had completed about the chapter number 17, that is forest our lifeline. So in this chapter we had mainly learned about the importance of forest. So be prepared for the revision of this chapter and be prepared for the test. Thank you.